Summary of The Bride Comes to Yellow Sky by Stephen Crane. From San Antonio, a train moves west across the Texas plains to Yellow Sky, a small frontier town. Jack Potter, the sheriff of Yellow Sky, and his wife, whom he just got married to in San Antonio, are riding in one of the Pullman passenger cars. Potter and the bride are both happy and scared about becoming husband and wife. The bride is wearing a cashmere and satin dress, and she is worried that such pretty clothes don't fit a normal woman who is used to doing things around the house like cooking. Potter is also unhappy in his new black clothes, which stand out against his weathered hands and lowly status as a small-town police officer. Even though the pair is worried, they like to travel in the luxurious Pullman passenger car. Potter especially likes the velvet, silver, glass, and burnished wood fittings in the car. He is also amazed at how quickly the train is able to travel across the huge state of Texas. Potter and the bride are so interested in the train that they don't realize that the black porter who is helping them is making fun of the way they act like people from a small town while they look around. Even though they are enjoying the train ride, Potter is worried that the people in Yellow Sky might be upset that he is getting married in San Antonio without telling them first. So, he wants to get to Yellow Sky quietly and without a big welcome so that he and his bride can sneak into their new home and then tell everyone they are married later. 3 Texans, a drummer and 2 Mexican sheepherders, are sitting at the bar of Yellow Sky's Weary Gentleman pub. As night falls, the rest of the town is quiet, and the barman takes care of the people who come in. The drummer tells stories to the other people in the bar until a young man comes in and says that Scratchy Wilson, the town desperado and the last member of the local outlaw gang, is drunk and wandering the streets with 2 guns. When the people in the bar heard this, they got quiet and scared, and the barman quickly locked the doors and windows. The drummer wants to know who Scratchy Wilson is and why people are so afraid of him. The customers explain that Scratchy might shoot someone, and the only person who can stop him is Wilson's longtime enemy Marshal Jack Potter, who is in San Antonio at the moment. The barman tells the drummer that Wilson is nice when he is sober, but when he is drunk, he is a perfect wonder with a gun and could kill anyone who gets in his way. Scratchy Wilson walks down Yellow Sky's main street while the men hide in the barricaded pub. All of his clothes, like his maroon plaid shirt and his patterned boots, were made in New York. Wilson, who has had too much whiskey, yells and points his 2 revolvers into the night while whooping and hollering. But the quiet town doesn't react to his anger. He knocks on the door of the Weary Gentleman and asks for more drink, but he can't get in. Wilson is angry and thinks that his old enemy, Jack Potter, is the only one who can give him the fight he wants. So, he goes to Potter's house. Wilson is upset when he gets to Potter's house and finds that his foe is not there. Wilson is drunk and yelling while the sheriff and his new wife walk towards Potter's house. They are surprised to see Scratchy Wilson waiting for them when they get there. Wilson says that Potter is sneaking up on him. He points his guns at Potter and tells him to fight, but Potter tells him he is not armed. Wilson doesn't believe that Potter isn't carrying a gun, but Potter tells the criminal that if he wants a shootout, he'll have to fire first. Wilson, who is still upset, asks Potter why he isn't carrying a gun. Potter tells Wilson that he is unarmed because he and his new wife just got back from San Antonio. Wilson is shocked when he meets the bride for the first time. Wilson can't believe that his longtime enemy is now married, so he puts his revolvers back in their holsters and slinks away, leaving funnel-shaped marks in the soft sand with his boots.
About the author. Stephen Crane, the youngest of 14 children, grew up in Newark, New Jersey. He is known as one of the best realist, naturalist, and impressionist writers in the United States. Crane's father, a Methodist minister, and his highly religious mother, who both wrote religious articles, gave him a love of writing. At age 14, Crane wrote his first short story, Uncle Jake and the Bell Handle. Crane went to both the Hudson River Institute and the Claverack College from 1880 to 1890. Then he went to Lafayette College in Easton, Pennsylvania, and Syracuse University in upstate New York, but he only spent 2 years at each school. In 1891, he dropped out of college and moved to New York City. There, he worked for the New York Tribune and lived with the bohemian and poor people of the Bowery neighborhood. Crane's first book, Maggie, A Girl of the Streets, 1893, a harsh story about a girl's life in the slums that he released under a fake name, was influenced by what he saw and heard about poverty in the Bowery. Crane's most famous book, The Red Badge of Courage, came out in 1895. It is known for how realistically it shows Civil War battles. After Red Badge was a big hit around the world, Crane went to Greece to cover the Greco-Turkish War as a war reporter. He went to England in 1897, where he continued to write, but none of his other books were as well received or sold as The Red Badge of Courage. By the year 1900, Crane's health was getting worse. In May of that year, he went to a health spa in Germany, where he died of tuberculosis at the age of 28.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.